So, welcome to the Lone Season 6 Talk and Discussion. Um, Man, it's like end of July now. I think episode 7's done aired. So I want to start kind of back at the first and just catch up with what's going on. Go by episode, and this way some people's got time to watch it. And if not, then you can watch one of these videos and pretty much get this is the Cliff Note version. So, 10 contestants, Great Slave Lake, Northwest Territories, supposedly the coldest spot yet. And I wonder if it's colder than Mongolia. I don't know what months they were in Mongolia. I know it can get pretty stinking cold there, so maybe they were just a little later in the year at Great Slave Lake. Who knows? Who cares? I often wonder if they're going to ever do a desert place, because that would be very interesting. I do have to say now that, this is episode 7. We still got quite a few people hanging in there, so I'm glad to see that. But then again, they've had 6 seasons or 5 previous seasons to see what it's like and everything. And there's a bird out there on my chicken coop carrying nest material someplace. Anyway, so it's season 1. Those guys, they had no clue. They had no clue what was going to happen or anything, and so really take my hat off to them. But anyway, here we are, episode 1, season 6. We have 10 contestants, and they're from all over the place. I like these contestants. Years past, there was a couple I didn't really care for. Summer mosquitoes are out. This stupid bird. He's trying to make a nest in my chicken coop. It's not happening. There's already a nest in there. It's not for you, bird. Not for you, mockingbird. Move it along. So we have Juanilla. I hope I pronounced that right. From Grass Valley, looks like California. Nathan from Lopez Island, Washington. Ray from Vancouver, Washington. Michelle from Mullingar, Canada. Jordan from Lynchburg, Virginia. Brady from San Antonio, Texas. Barry from Fort Collins, Colorado. Nikki from Echo Bay, Canada. Tim from Lubbock, Texas. And we had Donnie from Monument, Colorado. And from that list, when I watched the, episode 1 went over, Nikki and Nathan and Tim and Barry, and it kind of showed, their little thing going on there, kind of gave a little brief history of them, and I looked at some of these, and I'd picked my favorites already, and unfortunately one of my favorites was the first one to leave, and that was Tim. I really thought Tim would have done well. He was actually, I think, pretty close to my age, so I kind of felt for him there when he broke his knee. So, by the way, if you don't like spoilers and stuff like this, better go do another video. And having said that, I have started a Facebook page for us to chat about the show and about the contestants. This is not like the other Facebook group that the Snowflake has, that where you, don't say nothing bad about the contestants, oh no, I'll ban you. We can talk about them on mine. The link be down below. Only thing I ask, don't be rude, okay? Everybody makes mistakes, and realize when you watch these videos or watch the Lone series, this is still Hollywood, okay? They're not going to show you every stinking little thing. They're going to play it for the maximum amount of drama, okay? Oh, there's a wild animal outside. Oh my gosh, and they're not going to be, there again. For instance, first episode where I believe it was Nikki seeing the links and goes, oh, that's off the menu. Well, a lot of people who ate bobcats and lynx, love it. Even cougar. They say it's great meat. So, and then history pops up this thing, lynx are on the endangered species list. Well, you know, that is true to an extent, but kind of, you know, how they spin things. Only in the only in the lynx of southern range in the U.S., and it's fixing to be taken off the endangered species. Great Slave Lake, in those places up in Canada, there's a trapping season on them, so they're not endangered up there. But you know, I don't know who does history fact check, but there were several already up to episode 7 that those little history, you know, so-called facts that they've got wrong. And so anyway, I'll be carrying those. And if y'all see any Easter egg type stuff or stuff that history's flubbed on, hey, leave it in the comments. So, you know, we start out with Barry leaves his hat. That was hilarious. You know, it's like, WTF, what are they coming back for, you know? Like, they already gonna pluck me out of here or something? And he left his hat on board the helicopter. We found out Nikkie's a wilderness guide and a commercial fisherman, which to me is pretty impressive. Means she's a pretty tough old gal. But again, she sees the lynx. You know, it's not on the menu. So and then we have Nathan. He shot a squirrel at a squirrel, missed it. And so then he has to chop down the tree to get his arrow back. Then he doesn't bring ferro rod, and according to the little pop-up balloon there, he's the only contestant not to bring a ferro rod. And you know, I understand all about confidence and starting a fire out in the wilderness, or you know, wherever you are. I get that, but what he has to, and others like him have to understand, is that you're not out on a normal trip. There is no running back to the car to get your ferro rod, or calling your wife and having her bring it, or stupid bird, or something like that. You just ain't gonna get it. And with as much at stake as there is, you know, why would you leave something as important as fire up to chance? So anyway, luckily he got one started. Tim, the hunting guide, he was my man. He was my main man. I figured him in the top 3, but man, he was the first one to go out. And that's the great thing about the show. You can never tell who's going to be left standing. You know, what was it, season 2? I figured Sam wouldn't have made it a week. He just didn't look like the type to make it a week. And so I was very surprised that he made it next to the last. So Barry brains a squirrel. Nice shot, Barry. If you watch that video though, it looked like his arrow was all, you know, it looked like it hit his arm, his string hit his arm, or it hit something. That, I think that was probably the most luckiest shot in the whole world. Because I think, you know, went back and kept watching it, and that arrow did not look like it went straight. It looked like it hit something, or his string had slapped his arm and knocked it off. But hey, he got the squirrel, and that's all that counts, and that was pretty good. Nathan, you know, we flashed back to Nathan, and he's doing something. Forgot what he was, but worried about a moose killing him. In that area, there's a heck of a lot more things more dangerous than moose. They try to play the moose up like, oh, they'll kill you the first time they see you. I've hunted moose, but even in rut. Now, if they've got a hot cow by, maybe, but usually in rut, they're still smart enough to know to meander on off if they see or smell a human. So, there again, history, that was a little too, you know, history. This season's really, they're really playing up that drama type stuff. So, Then we flash to Nathan again in day 3, and he's off exploring. He finds 2 new species of trees to him. Great. He said it took him all day to get a fire with that ferro rod. There again, you wasted a whole day. Is that, and what happens if you're away or something, and let's say it starts snowing or raining, whatever, and it gets in your shelter and you put out your fire? You will have, and it's 20 degrees. Now you got to do this, you know, just not a smart decision with a ferro rod. Then day 4 is when Tim breaks his knee. Dadgummit. Man, I had high hopes for him. Oh well. Day 4, Nathan also catches a lake trout with his gill net. He brought a gill net. Good deal, Nathan. It's a good size lake trout, and you know, I'm surprised that they're that shallow. I've always knew lake trout could, you know, whether it's fishing Flaming Gorge in Wyoming or Lake Tahoe, to be really deep. But I guess maybe in the winter they're coming up shallow, and I mean, all them people, guys and girls, catch them when they catch lake trout pretty close to shore. So good going. So that pretty much wraps up day 5. Nathan, Nikki, Barry, blah blah blah. Just, you know, showing previews of the next week. So that's my thoughts on season 6 so far, episode 1. And let me know what y'all think of this show. How do you like it compared to previous seasons? I really loved season 1. Patagonia was different. Man, was it different. So season 1, one of my favorites. Mongolia was a good one. I like Mongolia. There again, Sam surprised me. But then again, apparently all he lives off of is mice and 1 fish. I mean, he carried enough weight in. I guess it's mostly what and some plants. If you watch both season 2 and the Mongolia one, it doesn't look like he does much. But hey, he spilled the winter in Mongolia. Walked away with half a meal. So, which, you know, some of those guys, people, I wonder if they really realize after taxes that they probably get, what, half? So anyway, hey, like and subscribe. We're going to have, obviously, if you've seen this channel, you know I'm about DIY and stuff like that, and a lot of other stuff. So I'm going to try to keep up with that alone on this season, because I like to talk to other people about it and stuff like that. So hey, catch you on the next episode again. Join the Facebook group, link below. Like and subscribe, and chime in. Let me know what you think about loans. So anyway, I'm out of here.